James can live his James song, singing it all night long. That's you, Aaron. My bad.
Oh, welcome. That's right.
Polished.
Oh, dusting off the rust and that crust, but we still full of bees. Do we have rules anymore? I don't believe we do.
There are a few, but I'm not sure.
They used to be simple, and we'll teach you. We'll hold your hand down by that creek.
One more time.
Help you wash your
For
ass.
that ass.
Get you dolled up. Boys, you ready?
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
my
my
father.
father.
Yeah, God's have mercy on your souls. Damn! I think this is the longest we've been at it, about 4 years. And this is the longest stint we've had. 2 whole weeks off.
Yes.
Oh, somebody died.
Yeah.
They didn't go to heaven.
Went to hell.
Straight to hell.
Straight to hell.
What's your preferred vehicle to hell? I've always questioned the handbasket.
See, I was going to be pro handbasket. It just feels dainty, and it counterpoint to the hell around you.
Do you like that it burn up on entry and you just like rid of all your worldly things?
Yeah. I really would hope that it made it pretty far in. Like with a little bow on it. Like a little delivery. Like an Amazon drone delivery into hell.
I see the case for it. I think I'd prefer to go down cool running style in that sweet, sweet bobsled.
Ooh. I wouldn't mind getting to hell on wheels.
Yeah, that's nice.
If it's a Dragula.
Okay, now
Or-
Dragula's the VIP. I don't know if any of us got enough hell bucks for the Dragula.
Barring Dragula, perhaps the lesser lobotomobile.
The lobotomobile, the very real answer that won the day in Tapple.
If it ain't, make it happen.
I kind of like the idea of like aggressive inline skating, like cross-legged, grinding down like this infinity pole straight into hell. That would be pretty sick. Maybe some kind of Tony Hawk situation. I'm just imagining me grinding on a board with sparks flying into the depths of hell, and then when I like launch off the fucking rail, dude, I do like a 900, right?
Sweet.
I do like a melon grab, and I come back down, and I look at the devil, and I'm like, suck my fucking dick. And he's like, hell yeah. And
Hell
the
yeah.
devil throws me Miller Lite, right? Which is a good beer for hell.
Yeah.
I would like to think if he's going to throw you one at this point, he's also serving you a Broken Skull Ranch lager.
Both of those imports in hell. So,
Yeah.
and you know,
I made a deal with the devil.
so it's not. I'm sure Aaron's got a show, but I'm going to derail it. It's not my bit. I stole it from TikTok, but I've been doing them around the house. The morally responsible Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Yeah.
where he's like, "If you want to see Stone Cold, take a CBD gummy before bed. Give me hell yeah." Like I just, you want to see Stone Cold change the batteries in his smoke detector once every 90 days.
Well, you want to see Stone Cold tell his kids to wash their ass. Oh, hell yeah.
I love a much calmer, less.
A more subdued Stone Cold. Hey, what the hell's going on? I was just over at the house, man. Drank a couple Steve Waters. Kind of taking it easy tonight.
You want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin learn the second language on Babel? Give me hell yeah.
I've got a month subscription to Duolingo.
It's a pretty wholesome experience. You can do a lot worse with wrestlers, like post-retirement. It's usually a see a alt-right or they're dead. So if I can watch Stone Cold work the ranch and yell at Poncho the cat, it's a pretty good time.
We've been obsessed with him yelling at his cat. So you
Poncho!
Poncho, you son of a bitch. This one's Poncho.
Come here, you dumb son of a bitch.
Did you watch the one where one of the cats got him 3 Broken Skull Ranch beers for Father's Day? I shit you not. He's in.
I love you, Poncho.
I got my RV hooking up the air conditioner for my cats.
Bow.
Buffett's calling it day. Meow. I'm done. I have to go home. That broke something. I need a hospital.
I did have a little something up top, and we kind of touched bobsledding, skating, boarding up top. We got the Olympics going on. What's it? First time the Olympics have been going, the real Olympics, the Summer Olympics. First time they've been going on since we've been doing the show. Now, I'm not talking about all the good, there's other good Olympics, just, Winter Olympics. Come on.
Winter Olympics. Snowboarding's fine.
Come at us, Winter Olympics.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Ski over here?
Good luck. Not in this heat. Woo!
And there's James. I know he's loving the Olympics.
I just clipped the audio. Hey, James.
The one time we all got American pride, right? Come on. I like seeing other people do well.
I love seeing other countries whoop people's asses.
Home country French, good Lord, rolling out medal style, headless Antoinette's Gojira.
Yeah.
That was wicked.
Man, Gojira's so fucking sick.
Ass, man. It's been fun. It's been fun. You been watching any?
No. I've maybe caught up with some of it, but generally no. I do, however, I'm so excited. And they did this the last Olympics, but skateboarding is now considered an Olympic sport.
Yeah, it's second time around?
Yeah,
cool.
and dude, it's fucking so good.
It's fucking awesome. First time, and I've been learning stuff. Don't call it, apparently, break dancing like G-Mall. It's breaking, yeah. B-girls, B-boys, they've been out there kicking ass. It's been fun to see.
Our favorite sequel colloquialism, Electric Boogaloo, is from Breakin' to the sequel to Breakin', Electric Boogaloo.
That's full circle.
We're a pro breaking podcast. It's the record show.
Mm-hmm. And I did want to the River Seine, that dirty, dirty toilet of a river in Paris. I love that they have not only committed to the bit, they've committed to the bit. They didn't just swim people in for the opening ceremonies. They've been making people swim in that fucking turlet. And it's been showing. People been getting sick in the Seine.
Do we have permission for silly accents?
I don't French, Italian, the greater European theater, they've had their time. I think
there are other countries, it's fine.
All right, got it. Lesser whites. Understood. Okay. Yeah, that river, they lied and they scammed and they schemed. Look, the river, she's fine.
The levels today that way, no, they're good now.
Hold on, she only needs more wine. Sticks a baguette in it, it turns purple. See, levels are fine. It's the wine that turned it purple.
Don't tell anyone what our legal age is. Oops.
Would you enjoy a cigarette? Or maybe 12? Young Frenchies are alright. We do love cigarettes.
God bless. You know what was sick was I did catch the women's like beach volleyball randomly. I just like the time was like, fuck yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Me too.
And but the course was sick. It was just like the Eiffel Tower right behind it, just covered in lights, and these fucking chicks were just fucking
hell yeah,
it feels like a Street Fighter stage.
Yeah, it was like pretty
Make sure they know they're in France.
Make sure everyone knows. It's been a spectacle, man. They've done it right. It's been pretty fucking cool. I did want to, I got a segue here, is one of USA's flag bearers, beside Coco Gauff, big youngest one, tennis phenom, is LeBron James. Probably the old man's last old motherfucker, older than we are. And now he be beating it up for the USA Olympics in b-ball. They're in the finals. Men's and women's finals are both USA versus the home country, France. Kind of cool. But also stateside. Recently we had the NBA draft, and Big Bron's dream of playing on the same team as his son, Bronny Jr., just beating Father Time until he got through, came true. The Lakers, practically given no choice, took Bronny Jr. in the second round. Now, I know you don't really care. That's just me using relevance as a segue since you two petulant children, the mention of topical sports, not about... Speaking of acting like babies, yet somehow still being people responsible for other children, what is something you could realistically see doing professionally with your children?
Ooh.
What do you think you could see doing alongside you boys, you gal?
Oh, wow.
Just waiting out Father Time, praying your body stay together.
Occupationally, or are you talking sports professionally?
It's open. It's open. There ain't no rules. All right. Always right.
Sports I'm good at, Rain doesn't have any interest in. The sports Raina does, I smoke too much for. Gosh, I don't know. Given both of our skill sets and hyperfixation, sharpshooting wouldn't be bad to try.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I feel, and no shade to my beautiful, wonderful daughter, but I just feel like the second Raina got a gun in her hand was like, So this is what it's like to be God. Now I decide who lives.
Immediately wastes a clip.
All right. We're gonna try. We're gonna try track. This isn't working out.
Damn, that's a good.
I would like to think, I guess, esports, newly accepted
Right,
into the Olympics, coming 2028.
No, I'm
It's
too
probably
bad
the
at it.
easiest.
Raina would have to carry me.
Maybe weight training, just to hope my body holds together and totally kink it out. Have my boy or girl too close behind me spotting. That's why I can't have children.
Unless cutting remarks becomes an Olympic sport, I think me and Raina will have to stay on the benches. Now, if
bench warmer is a solid choice.
if there's ever a competition for who can say the most unintentionally, probably autistically hurtful thing without thinking about it first, we'd be aces. We'd bring home the gold for the USA, I guarantee you. We're going to be over there poking people in the chest. What's that mark? This is from heart surgery. Oh, man. We shouldn't eat all those cheeseburgers. Anyway. Oh, perfect 10. The man is destroyed.
Hurting motherfucker.
So you're saying in a competition setting,
Right.
that we would be playing with each other or against each other?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could go either way. Whatever you want to take it as. But I guess
with them in an older age.
yeah, just being able to still be at it. Holy shit, man, Braun! I don't know. He's like 39, I think now.
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
Hell yeah.
Bar sports, if they're ever at it. Beer pong. Man, we could.
How's it going?
Well,
Yeah.
what's
Is
the-
cricket?
Yeah.
Sport?
I
I feel like it should be if it's not, right?
Right. I mean, we've got other parlor-esque games, I think. Like, why not cricket? That makes sense to me.
Like Olympic carnival games, that'd be cool. Like that guy throwing hoops around a fucking milk jug.
Carney Olympics.
Carney Olympics.
Now that's it.
And now the episode starts. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no, I don't have anything other than that. Unless we just want to workshop it live, which we can.
I mean, we can. We got
That's
all
fine. You worked really hard
Well,
on your show.
I mean,
Don't let me get in the way.
Since we're kind of,
I got a few bullet points.
we got we can just make this one like a fucking fatty.
Oh,
If you
either
want
way.
to,
6-1/2.
Because we're not gonna be able to do two full in person.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That works for me.
Oh, sure. An
I like
extra
a
fatty daddy.
good fat
Yeah.
daddy.
I've had that tater chip in my back pocket for about 3 months now.
Damn, brother.
We've had 2 weeks to build up. We've had several weeks to build up some shit to discuss and talk about.
Yeah.
You talking about the Olympics? The part TikTok has shown me what I need to see, what is relevant to me.
Mm-hmm.
The pommel horse guy that looks like Steve from American Dad.
Yeah. Space has been cool.
What's her name? Simone Biles.
Simone Biles, one of the goats.
Unstoppable, fantastic.
Old for her, basically old woman rolling out there, which old for gymnastics, 27 at
Right.
that level.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking breaking
Oldies
records
doing
still.
it for ourselves. And then my favorite highlight of the Olympics, well, next to the newest, and this is brand new, the guy who big dick cost him everything, except his big dick, was the Turkish sharpshooter guy. I was in love with that guy. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head.
Yusuf
Deeks or something.
Durkic.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the Turkish guy? The gunman?
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
He's the coolest guy of all time.
Big Dad.
That aura.
He did it in flip flops. Did you see the flip flops? He did it in flip flops.
No.
This
No
guy's
gear.
the fucking man. dude.
Okay. So either try to hide that he's a hitman or don't. Or don't. And hey, this is Turkey we're talking about, right?
Hard.
We're
We've
talking
got
Turkey.
plenty of
You said
retired assassins around his age just looking for stuff to do. And they literally, from what I understand, there's so many stories out there that somebody couldn't make it and someone in the Olympic Committee just called him up and was like, "We have one last mission for you. I swear I'd never do it again. This time it's different." And I was seeing all these conspiracy theories that he only got second place because he's used to hitting moving targets, but just his fucking energy, his stance, it was JoJo-esque.
Oh, yeah.
His hand in his pocket, flip flops, and then as soon as he got done, there was a thing that says he was asking where the nearest smoking section
I was about to
was.
say, dude, if he was just smoking a cigarette, I probably would have been like,
That man,
I'm hard for
dude,
this fucking
dude.
He's the poster child for that, and look at what they must do to gain an ounce of my power.
how the Chinese team maybe or whoever it was, where it was the kid had 300 magnifiers, like a fucking robot. Yeah,
And this is just
it was like some anime shit.
Yeah.
It needs to be an anime. I've seen a lot of anime interpretations of it, and they're great. It needs to be one because
it's One Punch Man, but with a gun.
it's ironic that it took a real life Olympic event to finally get me interested in sports anime.
Yeah,
I was like, I could watch this. I could do this. If it was just shooting outs and just him in an awesome Turkish Japanese voice.
Oh yeah, dude, and he never even kills anybody. It's literally just always building up to like these target like tournaments that he does. Ting, ting, ting.
And it's cool how like that gets in the zeitgeist and you see things that like grow. Like you better be careful about letting your kids see it because like I think I've already started to see like a rise in the percentage of sales of air pistols and shit
That's
like
fine.
that.
I support it. Oh yeah, like what's gonna happen? They're gonna shoot us. Cool. Oh no,
so that's a Tuesday.
Oh yeah. But then in the anime, it would only be target practicing, right? But they have these moving targets. And you have to like bend them and shit. You know, get off the wall. And all the action would come from these tragic flashbacks of fighting in war, and it's like having to bend bullets around like friendly fire to hit the targets. It's just One Punch Man levels of gore. But all that's contained in his horrific flashbacks.
It's Clockwork Orange. His eyes are peeled back by the machine.
He's like staring down the target. It's just like the enemy target's got like his front and head like, oh, you can't do it. You can't risk it. He's talking about I have this thing where I aim with both eyes. I was like, oh, you mean training? You mean like decades of military training to do that?
I do this weird thing with
Oh, train, yeah. Oof.
I look at the target.
His energy. I like Aaron said, I would do anything to model a fraction of his power. Like, oh, greasy.
He has true anime power. I put him up against the anime shooting greats. Who we got? Like Vash the Stampede from Trigun, the dude from Vampire Killer X. Is that his name?
Yeah,
the vampire shooter with
his name is
or whatever. Dante.
Yeah.
Oh, we got good shooters. What about Goemon from fucking Lupin the Third, dude?
Yeah, he'd stand toe to toe with him. I think.
You know,
But I feel like the Turkish guy we only need like his thing is not shooting many shots. It's shooting like skilled one or two, where he like Dragon Ball Z style has to like charge his gun fu to make the one bullet like.
It's like analyzing the room, the currents of the wind.
That's a whole episode. Is the
bounces it off a fly like Kukika. Like
just up there spirit bombing. Y'all hold on now, it's almost ready. Just taking shots.
If I'm not mistaken, Vash the Stampede did specifically that.
Yeah.
Near the end.
Oh man, that'd be a good show.
I just named good anime shooters the rest of the day.
Well, that's enough. I think I can pivot from there. We talked enough turkey, and that's our American responsibility to the Olympics. Responsibility aside, hell, we could use a drink.
Okay.
Now, what better to kick back with than a new alcoholic, all USA hard tea beverage I saw the other called T-Bird.
Okay.
Spelled T-E-A, of course. Bird. And it's brought to you by country music star Jason Aldean.
Oh my God! Try this in your small town.
I feel as though I'm having some sort of a fever dream.
Yeah.
Continue.
He just pops them out of his ass. It looks like alien eggs.
It hurt me, but it gave me the idea for a new game.
All right.
This one's a bit confusing. We might workshop it live. It's a goosey episode because I find a word and I want to roll with it. I called it Alcoholics Eponymous. I'm still real proud of the name.
I'm for it.
Wow.
So, for folks who don't know, eponymy, that's something like you basically call something after what it representing. A good short example would be Roseanne Barr's TV show called Roseanne. That's eponymous. So I was going to get y'all to name some other new, even more interesting alcoholic beverage mixtures that pull their name from the thing they're named after, perhaps, or the celeb that's bringing them to you. Let's see if we can work it together. I was going with something like, and we can all do this one as a warm-up. The one that came to my mind initially was alcoholic soy sauce. And I was going to get it brought to us by Lucy Liu, and I was going to call it something... What was I going to call it?
Aaron, what were you going to call it?
Lucy's, I think. Like, it's an alcoholic soy sauce brought to you by a popular Asian actor, and I was going to call it a Lucy. That's already turned up. It's not great. See, that's off the dome. We're warming up.
I need a better explanation. No, we're
But
good. I
Lucy
like-
spelled Liuc. All right, take it. There we go. Oh, God, no.
Save it. I'm trying to understand. I'm thinking like
We could just go easier and
Let me try.
name names of alcoholic things that shouldn't be alcoholic with celebs
No.
attached and forget
Too
the
late.
eponymous.
Too late. I'm learning on the fly. I'm adjusting. Okay, so it doesn't have to be the celebrity's name. It can represent the product itself, right?
Right.
Like,
T-Bird named after, it's not named after a celebrity, named after that good old Thunderbird Falconbird.
Cougar Falconbird. Okay, so for soy sauce, right? An alcoholic soy sauce, which, by the way, soy sauce is alcoholic.
True.
Just a higher steak.
Yeah, we need about an 8.9.
Yeah, I need 8.9
double
ABV on
IPA soy.
Honestly, I can, it's hot. But anyway, I was thinking, instead of Kinko Man's, Drinko Man's.
There we go.
Is that economy?
We're going to count.
Is it?
We're saying.
I just heard you say that word for the first time in my life 2 seconds.
Right.
legendary British pop culture icon, the singer of the Culture Club, Boy George, teaming up with our friends here at Kiko Man to bring you Boy Sauce. Now, what this is,
You got it. We're on it.
is a high gravity soy sauce. You're gonna put this in your rice, and you're gonna wake up in a fucking ditch. Yeah, Karma Chameleon.
Do you really?
Give you a reason to sweat while you eat.
Is that the game or no?
Yeah. I mean, this is on the fly.
You just give me another prompt.
How about ranch dressing? Alcoholic ranch dressing.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
okay. Because I want to do this right. Because there's something here.
I think the easiest for me, the one that's coming to my mind first to knock it out and get one is going to be Broken Skull Ranch. And it's just going to be Stone Cold's homegrown on the ranch.
Well, sometimes when I'm eating a salad, I want something good. I'm thinking like something white and creamy.
I got tired of all the other ranch dressing options out there, and I said, hell, Steve, why don't you make a good one?
Hidden Valley. Shit.
So I made it into a beer as well.
I don't need to
Sorry,
hide
I do
mine.
that.
It's on the map.
Two things of fucking ranch over his head.
Yes, dude.
This will get you drunk.
Hold on. I need
I
some.
don't feel so fucking good. I've drank too much ranch.
The secret is to get the buttermilk to ferment in the udder.
It just comes out of the cow like that.
Oh, fuck, that got.
So I'm trying to.
Those are the only two I had written down, so the rest are going to be live.
Batting the others. I'm trying to make them spoil in real time.
You got to really start on the cow.
You just get one gas. I was trying to change the tank.
I had to break you and Stone Cold. That's not how you make buttermilk. But I love your heads up.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know. I could.
Tipping wings in it, dude.
Oh.
Okay. I looked at some ranch brands. I'm thinking maybe Wish Foam ranch brand beer because Wishbone's a brand of ranch. So
Yeah.
Is that or Hidden Pally? I didn't really have a lot to work with.
Hidden Pally brought to you by Adam Pally of Sonic the Hedgehog.
New words. Economy. I'm gonna.
Where's Adam Pally? He's low enough on the totem pole, I think, to maybe somehow see us in the ether and get a chuckle.
Maybe.
Thanks for the shout out.
You know what? Fuck it. I like this game. I don't understand it, but I'm having a good time.
Right.
All right, my turn. Buttermilk Draft. It's a deep, dark ranch. Fermented bits on the bottom. You rake that shit up. When you put it on a salad, you gotta mix that fucking thing. 15 minutes, you mix that salad. Because if it ain't evenly distributed, you're gonna fucking be sick.
A lot of people got controversial opinions about the butt wrench light. They usually want to go with the butt wrench heavy.
Yeah. Well, you see, they skim just the top off when you get the butt ranch light. You need the full body taste.
Instead of Coors Banquet, Coors Buttermilk?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole line of, let's move to the next one. I didn't have a next one.
Come on, dude.
So what's the next one? The next one's going to be, let's go with alcoholic beef jerky.
Okay. All right.
We're getting into edible alcohol, edibles.
It's going to be difficult here.
It works for weed.
Same thing.
Can you get drunk? You can get drunk off eating shit. Right?
Like cherries, yeah, for eating like
you like
cherries.
Beef jerky's kind of an outlier, seeing how it's all dehydrated and whatnot.
Right. Can we get a finisher? Does it need a sidecar? Can I serve you some jerky with a sidecar?
What's on the jerky sidecar? Just more jerky?
I would think
Marinara?
like a hard bourbon molasses, maybe. Dip it, drink it.
Got it. Jim Daniels. We burrow out a Slim Jim, put a shot of bourbon down the middle.
Ooh.
We cap it back, just sear it real fast, kind of cauterize the wound. Probably set the hot dog on fire. But fuck it. High risk, high reward.
That one.
Fuck it. Jack Link's beef bourbon.
Yeah, baby.
Brought to you by Kid Rock.
I'm getting drunk off meat. Yeah.
I realized Jim Daniels. All I came up with was bottom shelf meat Cormix, and I didn't like it. It's not good.
It's a powdered mix. Like this bourbon,
Jim beef, perhaps.
Add water, boil.
Oh.
What? Boiled bourbon?
I don't. And this is jerky.
You chill immediately. Turn to jerky.
Buffalo paste.
But hey,
like a daddy spread with buffalo trace.
I was thinking like the jerky dip.
Just put it in like a chaw.
Oh, what if I spun it the other way? Instead of the jerky boys, it's the jerky tall boys. It's just a jerky boys brand tall boy.
It can still be a drink. It's got the jerky.
The rules are poorly defined.
They're so just like a box of buffalo wings. Forever and ever. What we got next? How about I'm doing that look around the road trick. Let's go alcoholic bananas.
I'm tired of eating my booze, Aaron. I'm going to drink it.
I mean, you already got Bananas Foster. I guess that's kind of there, but like what?
But we gotta turn. How can we make it?
We already have banana flavored liqueurs and things. I don't know. Maybe that was not so great.
Banana Republic rum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Made with the blood, sweat, and tears of 14 gorillas in each bottle.
Fuck that.
Not the animal, the socialist military.
There you go. Thank you.
I wouldn't ever harm a sweet, beautiful king of the Congo. Ever.
But not with these hands.
No, God, no. He'd rip my arms off.
Oh my God. Fucking arms. Fuck.
That tickled me just right. I want a delicious.
What's another alcoholic?
Oh, I got one. Alcoholic Pine-Sol or floor cleanser.
Okay.
Alcoholic household cleaning products.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
I think I'd put that maybe in the first thing. I'm just whatever. Keep it simple. The first thing that comes to my mind is Martha Boozert, and it's her line of. She's got an entire line of home brand products that are alcoholic. Something about cleaning, and at the same time, the fumes don't fuck you up. I mean, they do fuck you up. But not in a harmful way.
In a good way.
But it's also kind of harmful, and that's part of the fun. And how much is too much? Clean responsibly.
On that note, I got one for that ass. Chlor shots. All right, so it's you add it to your laundry.
Okay, 40 inches.
You add to your laundry, so you put in your detergent, and instead of a fabric softener, you use Chlor shots. All right,
so Chlor shots bleach. I love that.
Yeah, Chlor shots bleach. You put it in, it'll make you smell like cigarettes. It'll make you smell like a bad barbecue. Makes you smell like stale tortilla chips. Like those kind of scents, we have them in shots. You put them in there. It's And it gets the wrinkles out as well, so it just serve more than one purpose.
Like that. This is making me want to open it up even more. Not even alcohol. Like I want to make a tobacco toothpaste product called Skullgate.
That's
cool.
great.
It'll get you like.
Okay.
Go ahead and stain them teeth and get you a buzz.
Heard before I forget mine. We'll go back to
Okay.
because I like that. Fuck, I forgot it.
Damn, Skullgate.
No, I got it. Drinking at Dawn dish detergent.
Yeah. Oh, for the responsible
Some
individual.
say it's a little bit early to be drinking. I like to think it's just really, really late. That dish soap? Some of it.
This tastes like bullshit.
I feel like a lot of those are beverages anyway, like Old English or fucking Lemon Pledge, Lemon Drop Pledge, Limoncello Pledge.
There you go.
What do you got? What do you got
Yeah.
for me?
Some people are drinking cleaning products out there.
Yeah.
And that makes
Yeah.
me feel good.
I met a couple of them in AA. It
Yeah,
was scary.
there was Lil Tate, DJ Hot Dog was there.
Guy looked me dead in the eyes and was like, "You ever filtered shoe polish through a loaf of bread just to get drunk?" And I was like, "No, court says I gotta be here though. I'm just gonna sign my paper and sit away from you."
So that's what lets you know the world isn't black and white. We might be here for the same problem, but we're on different levels, brother.
I like to think of it as here for a good time, not for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You want some of my shoe polish bread booze? I like that the dish detergent or the cleaning products give a very golden age, kind of secret drinking kind of vibe to it, where it's like husbands at work at Lockheed Martin, time to get wasted on my pine saw. It's like cool. He'll never know. The piney fresh scent hides my alcoholism.
Yeah, Mother's Little Helper, dude. It was a fucking bottle of Pledge and a fucking vibrator
Ooh.
called the Eviscerator.
Yeah.
Sex was so shunned.
You can't get these in the States.
It's a little known thing they don't talk about. Like, sex was so shunned in the 50s. Like, we're all aware of that. But like, the links that people had to go to get sex toys in the 50s, they'd have to go to the black market to even get something as simple as a rosebud to suck on a butthole. Any kind
Household
of
items. They're for your golden era of zucchini purchases. And
Yeah, when they were at an all-time high.
Nanners. and
Our second highest selling crop.
Nanners. Garden related mishaps.
You can check that through the ages. Phallic shaped vegetables and fruits sell
Across the
better
board.
than non ones.
Absolutely.
Pickling.
Absolutely.
Why do we pickle? It's because the cucumbers got ruined. How do we use that and explain that to our husbands?
Been in there 4 or 5 days and you're like,
Sure. This one I think I can take. As she shuts the door and puts on her records.
We've talked about
Look at the bopper shit.
We've talked about some of this before, right? Sex through the ages, like people didn't eat ass until 2002.
Horse shit.
Yeah, it was
There
when the
may have
towers
been
fell.
times in which we're just. Let me grab the wheel. Listen, there may have been times where ass eating may have fallen out of fashion or became less prominent. But no, you gonna look me dead in my eyes and tell me that any myriad of Greek, Roman,
Yeah, them Greco-Romans.
and not even just them.
Yeah.
Not even just them. I bet cowboys ate asshole too.
Sure.
Howdy, miss.
I bet them Egyptians was eating ass.
Oh, Egyptians were eating ass for religious purposes.
Yeah, it was much more somber.
I bet
ass
the
eating.
first time it happened, the person went, "I won't be a little slut."
What if?
What about this hole? Oh,
Yeah.
look, just around the corner.
Now,
Oops.
America
Tastes
founded
like
by...
shit. This is free toilet paper.
Oh,
Not good.
we don't watch well.
Oh, well.
Fuck
live,
it.
Live by the ass guidelines. That's a good way to get pink mouth, y'all. Consult your physician before eating ass.
Yeah, the fucking
Do though.
sack plague.
Do though. I'm not yucking anybody's young, but for real. You're going to get worms.
Just wash and you're
No,
good.
no, you can't just wash this
Just
situation.
wash. You got to do it Cardi
Aaron,
B
it's fucking
style.
Chernobyl.
You gotta
Standing next to
do
the
it.
elephant foot. Just
Yeah,
wash.
Aaron's asshole is the other.
Just wash.
You got to
So
do it
is
Cardi B style. You got to put the finger up there and
Yeah.
run it around.
And that's all fun for everybody involved.
You have to hit the buzzer. You gotta swish it 3 times. You gotta pull out. If it's clean, you're mean. If it's brown, go round. You gotta do it again. You gotta shove another finger up there.
Get all that fuck.
This time you're gonna wet the paper. Now, if you're Aaron, you're smart. You have wipes. You're gonna double wrap 2 fingers. You're gonna go up there and you're gonna rake and pull. Yeah. Okay, we're trying to clean it out.
Well, look, I ain't trying to serve clean anyone here.
Right.
Ignore what your handyman says too. By the way, if there's a little animated plumber man in the top of your wipe, that thumbs up, safe. It's good for your septic system.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Especially if you're renting.
Yeah.
Everything's flushable if you're bold enough.
Just go bold.
Like I could put flushable on a bag of corn chips. Yeah. Let's just change the paper so it doesn't say flushable. It just says Live Moss or Flush Moss. Flush Moss.
It's in the Taco Bell font. That's pretty cool.
Oh man.
I like taking my flushable wipes to public establishments and shitting in the wild, making it their problem.
Oh.
That's
you. Aaron, the type of guy that goes to an empty public bathroom and he goes, revenge.
That's what to be done,
Oh.
Yeah, stuck in the middle with you. Aaron's dancing in the bathroom. He's sliding from side to side, spreading his ass, just shitting a little bit down the leg. In my hand, clouds and you're just fucking pissing, dude. You're pissing in weird places. You're turning the fan on. You're aiming your dick on. You're kind of pissing the fan.
Just spread the love. Oh. I did hit another new fun joint recently. I can't remember where it was. One of them, you go into a place, you're like, man, I never thought I'd shit here, but here we are.
Casey.
Yeah.
Ever since she talked about that 1950s housewife listening to her records in her room masturbating, all in my head it's just a door slamming. She's like, Mama, little baby, love just some like green eyed purple feet or some big bopper fucking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in here getting one.
I'm gonna burst.
Oh, man. They must have been so pissed off when all this dumbasses come back from that war. I thought you'd die.
You were supposed to die. I was supposed to get money, and then I was going to buy a microwave and go to Disneyland this year.
All the rich men didn't have to go. Did you know that? They stayed here.
And they got to fuck their wives. True. And guess what I did? I fucked a cucumber every night for 6 months.
Yeah. And that cucumber's name was Carl.
Reginald.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. Yeah, some guy named Carl Weathers has been staying at my house.
Oh, I got another pivot.
Let's do it.
I went recently to see them boys, friend of the show, fellow father, Chris Deal.
Yes.
And them boys, remember in January, oh so good, play it out again. I went Pokies in Cleveland. Great show. Only got to stay to about halftime, but very fine, always is. I was going to tell a story about along the way. I did have to stop and use the bathroom. Not number 2, just number 1 this time.
Right.
Got me a little Red Bull, what was it, a Circle K in Cleveland. And there was a group of middle-aged to old dudes just hanging out with a motorcycle in between them in the parking spot. But they claimed this parking spot with their motorcycle as a hangout with a big shaggy dog and a cop there. Just, I think, also hanging out.
You've managed to say something interesting enough for me to pay attention.
So, what do you think? What are our thoughts here? What do you think about like hangouts in front of a gas station when you don't have anywhere else to hang out? You just claim a parking spot. How do you think this is going down? The cop's like, just making sure you're not causing a disturbance. You're just refilling Circle K Big Lugs, and I mean you're giving them service. I think that counts, right? You're cool. You're cool to stay.
I mean. Casey, what angle are you taking?
Cleveland, let's knock this out. Cleveland is a unique area. It has got, I mean, everywhere around here does, but there's such a divide in wealth in Cleveland. And there's a lot of Cleveland that's just beat to death.
You've got the Mars Barons.
Yeah.
And then the rest.
If it wasn't for, I mean, there's a bunch of big business in Cleveland, but damn, that Mars Wrigley employs so many fucking people.
And it's such a weird, it is. Cleveland is so split. I mean, it's epically poor. It's like if Chatsworth were big.
Yeah.
It's epically poor with some really wealthy. It's got the fancy pants college in it.
Yeah, it's the university, major Christian college. It's also the the world center for some Christian offshoot, like Seventh Day Adventist or something.
Oh yeah, they're near there. There's like somewhere near there. Yeah, it's part of Cleveland proper.
James was able to weigh in. He's a car impromptu hang happens with car guys randomly at gas stations.
Okay, we needed a car guy's input on this, and James, that's fair, and it is your inalienable reptilian given American right to congregate. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and say those guys can't get all together and just hang out and do what they do, and not have equal support for things that I believe. Am I slightly prejudiced because I have my suspicions and inherent unfortunate pre-assumptions about this group? Yeah. But if it were me, my kin, car guys, James that I know, someone else, if I'm okay with it, I got to be okay with me. If I'm going to march in the street, the people I don't like should get to do so as well.
All right, I'm cool as long as you're just hanging out. What do you think? Like the qualifications for residency are? Like, do I need to buy at least something every hour on the hour to continue to infinitely, perhaps, take up residency in this parking spot?
I believe it's proportionate to the scariness of the gang. Mm. And let me just reiterate, America needs street gangs. Street gangs are a part of our culture.
Yeah.
We need to have them of all kinds and shapes and varieties. Newsboys, biker gangs, car guys.
Like a baseball team.
We did a fair bit of
like the Warriors.
We
did a fair bit of parking lot hanging as youngins a little bit. Not maybe that much, but the Furlern or the Food City in Chatsworth, a popular car spot.
That's something people outside of small towns might not know. Like with our experience, we at least had some things like movie theaters and malls or anything nearby. But I rolled through some towns and this was like 20 years ago. They've got a little more going on now. But I remember friend Brian P. Remember middle school? We'd roll through Ella J, and he'd be like, the teens hang out at the DMV parking lot. Like, what? It's like it's open and they let them, and it's the only spot. You roll by and honk, and you'd see like 3 pickups with a crowd of a dozen or more honking back.
So it's this. It's an interesting. Well, okay, so it's almost entirely centered around some sort of vehicle. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah, I guess the vehicle is the campfire.
The vehicle, if you will.
Yeah.
So, because if 7 dudes all dressed as wizards just walked up out of nowhere into the gas station parking lot and started hanging out drinking Slurpees that they're paying for out of giant glass orbs and bottles and pondering crystal balls, I don't think it'd hit the same. I don't think it would be much more of let's just take the same bikers and take their bikes out of it. And it's just 3 hairy, jacketed, stereotypical biker dudes, Jay and Silent Bob, standing around leaning, drinking Slurpees. How's that going to hit? Does it hit the same? I think the vehicle is key to residency.
I think you're right.
Because it gives a purpose for parking. Not to use all these delicious untrademarked alliterations, but
this is bringing up a lot of questions for me. I'll throw 2. Where do you think the best place for this impromptu kind of hang is? What establishment? And what vehicle do you think is the best automobile to serve as your centerpiece?
Best place for this to happen? Concert or arena parking lot. Best vehicle? Party Drug Fun Bus.
Party Drug Fun Bus is high up there. I'm going to give you that. The concert one, they charge you too much usually to stay there. I want to throw a weird one out maybe that people might think of. What about a World's Market parking lot? So I can have different, unique cheeses and drinks available anytime.
Well, okay, so what's the optimum parking lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really good one. I would say...
Or maybe you need a 24/7... Too bad Waffle Houses don't have bigger parking lots to accommodate.
That's intentional. The whole design of the Waffle House from ass to nuts is to get you the fuck out of there. I mean, there's so many good ones to choose from. I like rec center parking lots are a good subsidy. They're open, they're big, they're public, government-owned taxpayer spaces. You have some leeway, have some legal ground to argue your residency. Like if you're on private property or business property, then you don't have the leg to stand on. Oh, there's my Merc, and I can stand around here in my car if I want to. But if you're on government property, public property, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, man, because then you start getting to like what's your personal favorite parking lot hangs, and like Tyler Jones's dad, that funeral home, that Chatsworth Jones funeral home. Dude, we just posted up in that parking lot forever.
Nice.
It's fucking sick parking lot.
I don't know if this counts as a parking lot. One of my favorite parking lot-esque hangs was, not to brag, but Dad had the boat stored up at a storage building. It wasn't like gated or whatever, but like the boat was just parked there, a bunch of other boats and cars and stuff. And I'd go sit out there and hang with friends sometimes and smoke and do shit. And it was like it in a parking lot, but I was in a boat for boats.
I like this. I like this way in from James. The more I like explanation of it makes sense to me. I wonder, like, I don't know. It's almost like he says, randomly run into someone else with the same or an intriguing car, and you talk for however long. If neither's on a mission, you're there long enough for one or two coming for gas. Kind of joins in.
Oh.
Rare but happens. And I guess if two, then there's two more, and it, like you build the crowd and they keep coming. We see things like that, I guess, in our avenues, and the stuff like nerds getting together inside like a game shop, and you see like an interesting game or card or some piece or something, and then you have more kind of congregate, and before you know it, there's a crowd.
Yeah, I think the vehicle is key because it's a reason for people to congregate. If you have a cool bike or a cool car, what better place to come show it off in a parking lot where you can park, stop, and walk around it, look at it, especially get a full 360 view of it. I mean, that makes sense. And I didn't think about it that way. What James said makes total sense. Once you get a couple in an area that's high traffic for things like that, you're going to see more and approach more. In a crowd, one thing I do fucking know is a crowd draws a crowd.
True, yeah.
Bodies bring bodies.
I've enjoyed this isn't incredibly recent, but it's more recent. That brings to mind, I've liked some people going for that viral edge, trying to get something going on to draw a crowd. And one of my favorites was just a man posting printouts around town. It was like, come down to the pier and watch me eat an entire rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
And it started to draw a huge crowd. And it's like they treat this man as a hero. He's just in the middle, taking his time downing an entire rotisserie chicken until he stands up triumphant at the end with the carcass in his hand, and everyone cheers.
Okay, but I would posit...
That's a good time.
No, I agree. That man is a hero. And not for eating a chicken, but for bringing people together, united in the goal of seeing someone succeed. Because I think all of us long to succeed. Mm-hmm. And maybe we can, or maybe we feel downtrodden and we struggle and we can't manage to get us a win. But I can watch this guy I've never met demolish this rotisserie chicken. And when that gets done, because I was there for the experience, we all win. And that's a little bit of joy that I think we all need. And I think that did a lot of good for a lot of people. That is a hero in a way.
I think you're right. It's bringing people together, creating communion, companionship. Maybe you meet somebody new, breaking bread, eating chicken. It's a modern day Jesus.
You don't get a lot of W's as an adult. Not like you did when you was a kid. You got if you want them, you got to go out there and make them. They don't come. The opportunities for them don't come along as often. But sharing a win with somebody else sometimes can feel just about as good. And that fucking whole idea of that rotisserie chicken is a goddamn vibe. And you talk about, I mean, from a marketing standpoint, I love it. From a fucking sociological standpoint, I love it. Motherfucker, like, these whole ass companies throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at other companies to generate half the response a man in a rotisserie chicken. Can't wait to have this conversation with my boss on Monday.
I bet I could throw up posters around town right now that just said watermelon eating contest and give an address, and you'd probably get a dozen people or more.
Oh, yeah. Fried bologna sandwich eating contest?
Oh, now if you supplying fried bologna sandwiches...
Ladies and gentlemen, the fried bologna attorney.
You just tell me there's a fried bologna sandwich picnic somewhere, and I'll be there.
There's a breakfast restaurant that I get to see. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Things are happening on the fly. So there's a breakfast restaurant in Cleveland called Cowfish, and I go there once a week. It's just my special treat, and they get a bologna, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich.
BEC,
And
not
they
bacon.
They fucking crisp. The bologna is perfect. It's a grandma country style cafe, gas station, kitchen style.
Yeah.
Buffetery.
Those are the things. Sorry, not your restaurant, but in spirit of, those are things that Christ would do, and I really feel like the Christ-like thing to do would be to just get a bunch of loaves of white bread, industrial pallet of cheap bologna.
Yeah,
A
you
black
just use a hole
stone.
punch. You use just a big hole punch. Just make your own bologna.
Mm-hmm.
Make a bologna.
I want to throw them out there and just feed the masses fried bologna sandwiches to the ain't no more.
No one's lonely with a log of bologna.
Wow.
A unit of bologna is measured in chubs.
Yes. One chub.
I love log of bologna, much like Lobotomobile.
It's like Land O'Lakes. That's the brand.
Land O'Lakes.
Land of legs. Land of.
Oh, because it's like Midwestern and they have dairy and cheese.
Yeah,
and such.
we used to have an Indian on here. We don't no more.
Look how good we're doing.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you kept the land though.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Damn. Oops.
It's a good one.
We made it whiter.
Sounds like we played ourselves. All right, well, fuck you.
Tim marketing is just fucking.
Yeah.
What if, guys, we removed the Indian? There's never been any historical precedent where the concept of removing Indians from their land could ever blow back in our faces whatsoever. It's perfect.
Damn it, you fucking genius.
And I apologize for using the word Indian. I was raised in the South. I should do better.
Native.
There are words that are right.
Native.
I will get close.
Native Americans that listen to the show, weigh in. Which term do you prefer? Your opinions on
I like
that.
First Nations and Indigenous peoples. Those are good.
First Nations sounds like a group of like superheroes.
It does. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
It is me from Zanzibar.
In the long ago, before the land was corrupted.
The Prince of Daggers.
Cool.
The Sultan of Slain.
Man, I have a game, but we're
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. We're close to
We're
an
close.
hour.
Yeah.
Maybe hang.
Let's hang.
Just hang. Chill.
All right. Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, guys, listen to the show. The show's not over. Okay?
Okay.
That's it.
Oh yeah, real talk.
So,
We're still here. It might be a
No.
little less.
this is a decision that I needed to make for my own kind of sake. So, I had asked to maybe not put as... For me, I put pressure on everything because I want everything to be good. So, I feel like whenever I try to make episodes happen, and I don't because we're all busy as shit. And I've got a lot of stuff going on. Not saying that I'm more important than anyone else because I'm not, but I just have to take care of my shit. And I don't want this show to suffer because of it. What that means is I wouldn't expect an episode every week. We will when we can, but I don't want to have that standard of this is supposed to be happening and then the people that do listen to us just decide that, well, what the fuck are they doing? We will put out stuff as we can, which will be as much as we can, but I just can't hold myself to a standard that I used to be able to with more.
And we will find the system that works. We've found the system that works all this time,
Yeah.
and we still make a show that I'm personally proud of. And as long as that's the case, I'm gonna keep making it, and everybody wants to be here. We'll find a consistent schedule that you can depend on when your new episodes Talking Hogs will come out, and that will fit into what we need to do.
I don't know
for
about
our
that part.
No, we'll
We'll be here when you be here.
life.
Just because the hose has less pressure doesn't mean it's not a quality hose and it's still there for you.
And I would venture to say that when we are able to come together, that I think the overall quality is, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself because I haven't been happy with some episodes, because it's like when we have too many Zooms, then the flow is off. We got to be able to get in person. Those are always the best episodes. So now if I'm not having to constantly be like, oh God, what am I gonna do? I can't make it. What am I gonna do? Like when we are able to come together and it's just a nice, easy thing, we're gonna be on fucking fire the whole time.
Yeah. I think we work best as a power of three. You know, we can. I do believe that is our strongest structure. We are a tri-force, but just remember, we are not a die-force. We're not gone.
No.
And the thing is, like, it's better to have all three of us when we can than to not, and it not be worth doing or listening to.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like forcing Zooms or something every week, and it just turns into like just shit.
No,
like you don't want to put that dog down. It's fucking awful.
Oh,
and I'm excited to. I've always enjoyed our writing format. I'm excited to get back into doing.
And that's another thing too. I think it would.
I don't hate this format at all by any means, but I enjoyed writing shows. That's one thing I like to do, and so with it less frequent episodes, length, girth, quality, man.
Oh.
Just think of Talking Hogs as a dick. You see, the longer it goes without any expression, the harder and firm and stronger it becomes when you do see it.
Yeah, and you got to, again, on the three, you don't want any, like, you're not going to sacrifice the head, the shaft, or the balls. You need them all to work properly.
Yeah.
Which one are each of us, you think?
I'll
let you guys field it first.
Aaron, I feel like Aaron's the balls.
You think the balls?
Yeah, you're the support system.
A little sweaty, a little sperm filled.
The low hanging.
I could kind of buy that because I like Dan as the shaft. I like him as the connective joint, the strength, the rigidness, and I like you as the head, the tip of the tail, the leading
tip
force,
of the spear.
The one who truly gave us the who drove the creation and structure of.
That's something we need to I'm going to call out. Like, we'll do whatever it takes to have Casey and all of us here in schedules that fit, and it's important to remember, like, the structure, the format, the function, the Hogtown, the whole thing. Like, you've been the tip of the spear. You've been the one to go out there and try and do bold things and inspire bigger things for the show. So it wouldn't be what it was without you. It'd be a disservice to do it without you. So that's why we want. We will make as many episodes as we can. They'll be badass fucking episodes. We'll do things. And, like, I don't know, maybe something we've been saying for 4 fucking years. Why don't you shoot us, if you want to suck and fuck, you could just send us a squeemail to Gmail or reach out to us on any of our fucking doodadery things.
The socials are still hot.
I'm going to pull a Jimmy Carter and blame all of you instead of me. But if you miss us, say hi.
Yeah, hit your dink up. Father Curl's always.
We're not fucking kidding. We're not.
Ain't fucking quit.
Who was it that sent us an email or a message and was like, thought they were talking to the Talking Hogs team or whatever? It's like, dude, it's me.
Oh, yeah. That was an old friend that, like, let the guys know. And I'm a big fan. Like, motherfucker, are you talking to? I ain't got no intern up there.
I got my motherfucking dick in my hand.
If you want us to come up with funny names for ranch dressing, shoot us an email. We'll send you a list back.
Yeah, I might buy you a bottle.
Aaron loves sending voice memos. He'll send you one. Who knows?
And like I said, it's not like this isn't going to be like, man, it's an episode every other month. It ain't going to be nothing crazy like that. We are going to put out what we can when we can and make sure that it passes the standard.
We're going to check in with each other just like we always do every week, see if we can get together and record. If we can, we will. If we can't, we won't. And we will when we can.
So whenever you hear the news about Aaron's brakes being cut or Daniel drinking something mysterious in the night, just remember that I began everything.
You really did. We wouldn't have Hogtown one for you. Like, there's a lot of structure contribution here.
Oh, no. I
think I added 2 cents. And I think it's about all.
This is the most favorite thing I've ever done. When I've said this privately, and I'll say it here as well. I've always wanted to just have if we could just record everything that we've ever said to each other forever that was funny, it would be the funniest thing of all time. And we've kind of done that.
And this is, call it an exercise in self-masturbation if you wish. It's artistic expression, and everybody sitting at this table and everybody that records episodes of Talking Hogs wants to do it all day, every day. And I'm not naming names. If anybody wants to pony up on Patreon, I'm just saying we could.
Patreon is suspended.
We could. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
We are still open to piecemeal. Reach out, talkinghogspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you want. If you want to see us masturbate live, if the butthole's still always
We are also
open.
open to different kinds of content.
It doesn't have to be sexual.
There's different things that we can be doing. Just don't think that this is the last time you'll ever see it.
I'll eat a whole chub of bologna.
And at this point, you guys kind of know what we're going on, right? You know, we get a few less frequent episodes here and there, so let's focus on fucking quality.
Yeah.
Let's knock out fucking bangers, and let's grow as people. talkinghogspodcast@gmail.com. ATO Burns, Hogs15 for the fucking discount. Listen to me while I fuck you with the discount. I'm sorry.
50% off this ass.
And Facebook, everything else at Talking Hogs. Fuck you. Keep hogging.
Keep
hogging.
Where's this guy?